Let's get started with pronunciation from a dialogue from our course. So English pronunciation is tricky. So we're going to go step by step looking at some sentences. We'll talk about the pronunciation of the words. We'll talk about linking, which is 连音, and we'll talk about inflection, which in Chinese is 语调, the way you go up and down in a sentence. So let's just get started and go right away to the first line of the dialogue from my course, which is about looking for an apartment. Okay? So the first sentence is, "This place seems right up my alley. I'll take it." So imagine you're looking at an apartment and the first thing you say when you go in, you say, "Wow, this place seems right up my alley. I'll take it." So let's take a look at this sentence. You're really excited about the apartment, but let's take it slow and go pronunciation-wise, piece by piece. So this place seems right up my alley. I'll take it. Okay, so that's one word by one word, but when we're actually speaking, we will stick them together and speak a lot faster, right? So let's start from the beginning. This place. So we don't say this place. You want to say it quickly because these words go together. This place, and we emphasize place, so you go up a little bit. This place seems right up my alley. So right up my alley, we learned in our dialogue, means it's perfect for you. It's something you will like. Now, right up my alley. So this word right, at the end of it, there is a T. You can see that. Now, a lot of people studying English will say right. Don't do that. You should not push out air when a T is at the end of a sentence. That's not American English. In British English, they do it a little bit, but some students will do it a lot and say right. You don't need to go too much air. So in American English, if a T is at the end of a word, it's kind of like a stop. You stop the air coming out of your mouth. So right. So right. So right. So you have to stop really quick. So if you say really slow, say right, and then at the end, stop the air. Right. Can you do that? And so if you say it quickly, it sounds like right. There's no T sound, right? But because you close your mouth and close the air really fast, people know there's a T. Right. You don't need to say right. Don't do that. Now this will happen in other words like CAT. Do you say cat? Don't do that. Say cat. Cat. And you stop really fast. There's a cat. Or he's wearing a hat. Hat. You say HA and then stop really fast. Hat. Okay? So that's pretty tricky. But when it's next to another word, then the letters connect together. This is called linking. And so here we have right, up. But we don't say them separate. Don't say right, up. You want to stick it together and say right up. So the T from right doesn't disappear. It sticks to the word after. So right up. So it's almost like DUP. So sometimes T's can sound a little bit like a D. So right up. So this place seems right up my alley. Can you say that? This place seems right up my alley. Okay? And another thing for this sentence, part of the rhythm of speaking. Some words will go together. words go in groups, right? So how can we separate these words into groups? Let's use yellow for that. So this place seems by itself right up my alley. So you can think of these as little bit pieces of a sentence. So this place seems right up my alley. And that might help you with your pronunciation. So this place seems right up my alley. And notice when I go up and down in the sentence. This place seems right up my alley. This place, go up a little bit, seems right up my alley. When you go up in a sentence, or when you go up with your voice, it sounds like you have more to say. When you go down in a sentence, it sounds like you're finished with an idea. So this place seems right up my alley. So you go up, up, down. This place seems right up my alley. Okay? Then I'll take it. Okay. I'll take it meaning, yeah, give me this apartment. I like it. I'll take it. Now, here, I''LL. This is I will. Right? But you don't say I will. I will is two sounds. Speakers are lazy. You want to save time. So we squeeze it together into one word. I'll. So this could be I'll. But if you say it fast, it sounds like almost like AHL. I'll. So I will becomes I'll, but when you say it fast, it sounds like I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, the next part, so I'll take it. The T makes a strong T sound. If it's at the beginning of a word, it sounds like take, right? Take, I'll take it. And then we have another link here. Take it. The K is at the end of the word take, right? And so it sticks to the next word. It sounds like KIT. So I'll take it. I'll take it. So this is how you can move from piece to piece. Excuse me. So, this place seems right up my alley. I'll take it. Excuse me. This should only be 3 sounds, and they're really quick. So, I'll take it. So, don't say take it. Well, some beginner students might say, I will take it. And turn it into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sounds. Oh my gosh. It should only be 3. So the K goes on to the it. And then the T doesn't have a vowel. It's just a it. That stop. I'll take it. Okay? Whew. Tricky, right? So let's say it together one more time and move on to the next one. This place seems right up my alley. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay? Good. Okay, next one. Hold your horses. Before you make any big decisions, we should talk it out first. We should talk it out first. Stronger on the word first because it's important. So, hold your horses. Now, again, we have the linking here. The D at the end of HOLD. If you say it by itself, you don't say hold the. No. What did we say before about D? It should be very light. The sound at the very end is very light. So hold. You almost can't hear the D because you don't need to usually. Hold. I'll put you on hold. That's what they will say if you call somewhere. When do you hear it? Well, here in this sentence, hold your horses is a way to say, wait a second. Notice that D-Y-O-U-R. The hold, if you say hold by itself, you barely hear a D. If it's before another word, then the D sticks to the next word. Hold your horses. So it sounds like dear. You don't need to say your because we're speaking quickly. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. The OU turns into So hold your horses. Hold your I'm messing up my own mouth. Sorry. Hold your horses. Hold your horses. So dear, hold your horses. Okay? And when you're excited, you can go hold your horses. Keep it high the whole way. Hold your horses. And maybe a little bit down at the end. Hold your horses. Okay? Now, before you make any big decisions, we should talk it out first. Can you hear the up and down? So, before you make any big decisions, we should talk it out first. You go down at the end. So up means you're going to continue. Down means you're finished. Okay. Before you, that's not really linked much. Before you, but you don't have any space in the middle. Notice? Before you make any big decisions. So again, we have may, Kenny. Don't say make any. Don't say make any. Say make Kenny. These sounds stick together. Before you make any big decisions, so these ones can be separate because it's a G and then a D. Big decisions. But don't say big, say big. You want the G to just stop. Big. You make the shape of a G, but you don't go G. Big. Big decisions. Zhens. This S is a tricky one. Decisions. Zh. You put your teeth together and push air. Zh. I think it's a DJ in IPA. Maybe DJ. Zh. Decisions. I shouldn't write that. I'm not sure. And then before you make any big decisions, you go up. We should talk it out first. So talk it out means discuss it. But don't say talk it out. Or definitely don't say talk it out. You don't need those T's. We should talk it out. Even more than what I just did. So ta is like T-A, and then the next is ki, doubt, talk it out. So these all stick together and it sounds like one word. Talk it out. Talk it out. So we should talk it out first. Okay. Any questions? Is this good? Are you enjoying this? Is this confusing? Is it weird? But the thing you should do, don't worry about the letters at the end. They should kind of, if you totally drop these, it would be fine too. Ta, it, well, it would be almost okay. Talk it out. But if you have it, talk it out. That sounds better. Talk it out. So you want it to all, even though it's 3 words, you want it to sound like it's one big word. One thing you could do is just try writing it without spaces. Talk it out. Talk it out. That might make it easier to pronounce or understand what we're doing here. Talk it out. And that's kind of how we speak. When the words are fast and close together, it sounds almost like one word. Okay. Phew, this is tricky, right? Let's do one more and then maybe we can take a break, okay? So, you're right, Bob. It's better to be careful. Can you give us a few minutes? So, again, we have your. Well, this is you are, right? But if it's a contraction, like with apostrophe re, don't say you are. You are is two sounds. Be lazy, it's okay. Make it one sound. You're. Well, you could say you're right, Bob. You're right. But if you're speaking quickly, will actually sound like you're right. Okay? You're right. Notice the next thing. The linking. We have the and then the in right. So you're right. Okay? And again, T is the final sound, but there's nothing after it, so the sound is a stop. It goes away. Don't say right. You want to say right. Right. So you're right. Make it like it's one word. You're right. You're right, Bob. Okay? Don't say don't say you're right. You don't need to stop in the middle. Just say it like it's one word. You're right. And if you're worried about the other person not understanding you, they probably will. Because even if you make something a little bit wrong, it's okay. If you explain more, they'll understand. Okay, so say it with me. You're right, Bob. You're right, Bob. Okay, pretty easy. You're right. It's just those two sounds. It's better to be careful. It's better to be careful. It's better to be careful. Okay, now this one's a little tricky and shows how American English hates the letter T. It's better to be careful. It's better to be careful. I'm overdoing it because I'm speaking slow. It's. Again, this T is a stop. You can barely hear it. It's like a it's. It's. In the word better, don't say better. If you want to use in American English, do not say better. English people, do they say that? I'm not sure. Better. It's better. Maybe, but then they wouldn't have the R sound, right? It's better. 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 It sounds like bed. Better. Okay? And then this is two, but if you say it fast, it almost sounds like a D also. So it's better to be careful. If you would only do that if you're saying it fast. It's better to be careful. So that's a T at the beginning, but if I say it fast, it's better to be careful. It's better to be careful. It's better to be careful. Kind of funny, right? But when you say it quickly, you don't care about it being a T because a D is almost the same. It's better to be careful. Careful. That's an easy one, I think. Be careful. Okay. Next one. Can you give us a few minutes? Oh, again, the going up and down, the inflection. So, you're right, Bob. So, the end of the idea is you're right. You're right. By calling out his name, we go up a little bit. You're right, Bob. So, usually, if you say someone's name after him, you're right, Bob. Okay? You're right, Bob. It's better to be careful. At the end, you go down. Better to be careful. Full. Oh, you go down. Now, the next one is a question. You tell me. If it's a question, where do we go? Up or down? Well, you want to go up. Can you give us a few minutes? Or can you give us a few minutes? There are a few different ways to say it. Can you give us a few minutes? So, can you, this blends together like it's one thing. Can you, the N and the Y almost go together. Can you hear that? Can you? Don't say can you, say can you? Can you give us a few minutes? Give us. Again, these words go in groups. So can you, two words together. Give us, go together. It sounds like give us. So the vowel at the end sticks to the word after. Give us a few minutes. These ones, can you give us a few minutes? Also, even here, the us, the S and the A stick together. Us, give us. Can you give us a few minutes? Okay? Now, this is really tricky, but basically what I'm trying to say is if there's a consonant at the end of a word, like a V or an S, those are called consonants. If the next word starts with a vowel, like a U or an A, you can slide that sound to the next word. Can you give us a few minutes? Can you give us a few minutes? You try. Can you give us a few minutes? Good, very good. Okay. Oh, are you getting a headache? I kind of am. This is really tricky. Maybe, let's see. Let's do the last one. Let's make this our last one for today. We have other ones. Maybe we can try them next week if you enjoy this, if it's not going to give you a headache. Okay. The next one. Take as much time as you like. While you're looking around, I'll be waiting by the door. How about we say it together? I'll say the first sentence, then you say it. Take as much time as you like. Okay. While you're looking around, I'll be waiting by the door. Good. Now, did you notice what we've been talking about so far? Can you notice where these words stick together? Where do they link? Okay, so start with the beginning. Take as much time as you like. So take as much time as you like. If you say it one by one, it sounds very unnatural. It's fine, it's not bad, but you can be a lot smoother. You want your English to flow, okay? So take as. So like I said before, we have take. Take by itself sounds like take. And the K is very quiet. But if you put an A, like a vowel, in the next word, it becomes take as. So take as. Take as much. And the S and the M almost stick together too. As much. Or they're really close together. Take as much time as you like. So if we want to group it into pieces, take as much time as you like. Kind of like these go together. Take what? Take as much time as you like. So this is, if you're thinking about the sentence in pieces, take as much time as you like. So take as much time, these are separate. Take as much time as, so the M on time can link to the as. Take as much time as, so time as. Notice the S can sound almost like a Z. Take as, I should write that as a Z too. S's can sound like Z's. Take as much time as you like. And the Z, the S on the U. So take as much time as you like. You. These two stick together also. You're going to get a headache with all the sticking together. Take as much time as you like. Tough, right? Now, last one. While you're looking around, these ones are kind of separate, right? While. Here it's while, but you don't need to go so strong. Don't say while, say while. It's almost like, what sound does that sound like? While. Almost like an soft A, while. You don't need a strong while. It's okay. You can be a little bit softer. While you're looking around. This G and A goes together a little bit. Looking around. You have that nasal NG. Looking around. My neighbors will think I'm crazy. While you're looking around. So that's pretty straightforward. I'll be waiting by the door. I'll be waiting by the door. Again, we don't need to say I'll. We'll say I'll. I'll be waiting by the door. And waiting, the T sounds like a D. Waiting. I'll be waiting by the door. Okay. Phew. So a lot of these are connecting things, right? We want these letters to connect to the next. Take as much time as you like. Okay? And then last but not least, the inflection. Take as much time as you like. So take as much time as you like. You go down, down, down. Take as much time as you like. And that's kind of the flow. You go down hard at the end. While you're looking around, go up at the end. While you're looking around, I'll be waiting by the door. And go down at the end. Okay? Whew. So that's some pronunciation practice, linking practice, and a little bit of inflection going up and down. So let's try practice one more time. This place seems right up my alley. I'll take it. Your turn. This place seems right up my alley. I'll take it. Good. Hold your horses. Hold your horses, right? Hold your horses. Before you make any big decisions, we should talk it out first. Good. You're right, Bob. It's better to be careful. It's better to be careful. Better to be careful. Can you give us a few minutes? Can you give us a few minutes? Can you give us a few minutes? Okay, one more. Take as much time as you like. Take as much time as you like. While you're looking around, I'll be waiting by the door. Good. Let's stop here for today. We had some practice with our letter pronunciation. We talked about linking. We talked a little bit about inflection, going up and down in a sentence. And this is really tricky, but I hope you guys had a good time and hope you actually practiced sitting there. So if you have any questions, please send me a message. Maybe we can do some more of this. This is hurting my throat. I'm talking too much, making too many strange sounds. But if it's helpful for you, we can do more practice, okay? Because this is difficult stuff, but I think it's really useful, and I hope you do too. So yeah, let's stop here for today. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time. Okay? Bye-bye.